Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the new makeup releases for this week. So if you want to see what's new makeup, then just keep on watching. Let's start with some drugstore news. Catrice is giving us a new limited edition. This is the Spring Awakening edition. And to be honest, it's a skip for me, except maybe the lip products. And as you maybe know of me, I'm a lover of these clicky pens. I do have like quite a few of them, and one of those shades, like the lowest one, looks a little bit more neutral, so I'm a little bit interested in. There is a Cheek Awakener, which probably is a pH changing blusher. We do have a powder, if I'm not mistaken, a primer, and then again 3 lip colors. No eyeshadows here again, which I don't mind, to be honest. I wish, listen, if this would be in the colors that this limited edition is, like pinks and bright oranges, there is, by the way, in drugstores, like quite a few items, hair accessories in that color scheme. I would love that. But to be honest, Catrice is giving us normally like packaging that is in these colors, and then we do have a basic neutral eyeshadow palette. So I'm quite happy we don't have an eyeshadow palette, because again, I'm thinking that would be quite neutral, and we do have like 50 million neutral palettes by Catrice in that color scheme. So for me, again, this is a skip, except maybe lip products, depending if I see them in stores and it looks good. Peripera is giving us new twinkling lip glosses. These ones are the ink glasting lip glosses. We do have 4 different colors, and to be honest, these ones are more of the like sparkling kind of a shade. They are really sheer. I don't think you can see like at all the different colors. So the mint as well as the purpley shade, they are quite subtle. Is this a little bit more cool tone? Yes. Is this something you definitely can tell? No. I feel like for me personally, I will not pick these up. I have, though, quite recently purchased Sheglam glosses, and I feel like they are similar-ish, like sparkling kind of gloss without a ton of color. So for me, this is a skip, just because I do own that kind of a product. If you love Peripera, which I technically do, and you think one of these glosses or all of them are kind of cute, go for it. For me personally though, I'm not a person that wears these quite often, so for me this is a skip. The newest Dior collection looks really pretty, but to be honest, the product itself is quite boring. I know. This is the new summer collection by Dior, and as you can tell, there are 2 eyeshadow palettes that are quite pretty. We do have, or seemingly like gold overlay, gold floral imprint with some tigers. It is gorgeous. Are the colors interesting? No, they are not. These ones are 4 brown shades and then 1 pulp of color, which is either the pink or the corally reddish shade. That's it. There is no in between. They are also, if I'm not mistaken, all kind of shimmery, which that could be working. We also have 3 Addict Lip Maximizer glosses, as well as 1 Addict Lip Tint and a nail polish, which is not included in the, well, there is included in the pictures as well. Listen. If I would say I need a display piece for my vanity, for my like beauty room, I think I would maybe get these. And if like money is not an option, like doesn't matter, I would get one of those. But to be honest, the color story itself, as well as like the product, I'm like, yeah, do I really need that? Is that pretty though? Yes, it is. And if you do want to have like a centerpiece or like a display piece for your collection, that could be cute. For me personally, I won't use these. First of all, because the design would be destroyed. But second of all, again, the color story is quite neutral. The glosses though look cute. Do you need like 40 euros lip maximizer? Nope. So for me, this is a skip. Again, it's personal preference. If you are a high-end lover and you love the quality of Dior and you're like, listen, I don't need a ton of pigmentation, I just need a little bit, this could be cute. Again, there is at least a little bit of color with the pink and the coral. For me personally though, because I am more of a really colorful makeup lover, this one is a skip. There seems to be a new product by Bella Beauty Bar. This one seemed to be the Smokey Glam. I'm guessing it's an eyeshadow palette. To be honest, I'm not sure. I don't know. It depends on the color story. To be honest, I am not the biggest fan of like gray colors. I do like them, don't get me wrong, but because I do have more warmer undertones, they are not sometimes not suiting me the best. Do I love neutrals? Yes. Do I enjoy these? Yes. But like a really gray tone palette, I feel like is not easy to work into your daily life, or again in looks. I do enjoy them from time to time, but it's not something I'm like needing in my life. To addition to other products, yes, or in addition with other colors, maybe, depending. So it's a depends from me. Long time no see by Pleasing by Harry Styles. As you remember, Pleasing gave us, I feel like, nail polishes. Did they also give us like skincare? I'm not sure. They're releasing the big lip and cheek tint in 3 different colors, and to be honest, again, I'm pretty sure I can't get my hands, even if I wanted to, on this, because I'm not sure if this is anywhere sold in Europe, to be honest. On the other hand, I'm also not that interested in this, but I feel like Harry Styles is getting more into the color cosmetics realm with this. This one can be used like multiple ways. It's a multi-use balm, so it's not, as you can tell in swatches, not like super opaque. You can use it on your cheeks, on your lips, probably everywhere you want to. Just saying. There seem to be the 3 different colors, and they're $25 each. Again, I don't hate it in general, but again, $25 for a product that I probably would just use, or I would just use as a lip balm. I mean, there are like drugstore lip balms that do probably the same. So for me, this is a skip. Who's at Matcha? There is a new Matcha collection by Profusion, and I do have to say this is kind of cute. We do have different products, which there is also an eyeshadow palette, which 10 shades with blushes as well. We do have a glowing baked highlighter, which seem to be greenish. I'm not sure, like NYX is giving us like a greenish matchy type of a shade in their new highlighter, so that could be cute. We have a color changing lip and cheek tint, as well as a correcting powder with a kabuki brush, as well as lashes and a lash glue. I don't hate it. To be honest, I don't hate it. I do think the palette seems kind of cute. It's greens and pinks. If you don't like that color scheme, that is probably not for you. Again, the highlight looks good. The correcting powder, not the biggest fan. Color changing lip and cheek, listen, I'm over that stuff like yesterday, so well, I was never into that. So that is kind of, again, for me personally, the only 2 things I would pick up from that collection would be the eyeshadow palette as well as the highlighter. Again, for me though, getting my hands on these would be probably impossible, so it's a skip for me just because of that. But if this would be available for me, again, I would pick up the eyeshadow palette as well as the highlighter just to test it out. Listen, this is, I feel like, controversial on TikTok because of the creator or the influencer. This is Mikayla's brand. This is Point of View Beauty, I think. It's just Point of View. Just saying. And she is releasing skincare. And this one I feel like is particularly for like the makeup lovers. So it is skincare designed to go with makeup, which can be cute. We have as you can tell, we do have different products, and to be honest, I feel like a ton of people were quite surprised that she did not release makeup. But I heard from Cassie Bankson, I think, she's a certified dermatician or something like this. Sorry, German. She said that probably the reason for that is that she has a ton of makeup collaborations with brands, with deals, you know, and she does not want to be competing with them, with her own makeup brand. And I totally can see that. That could be a reason. So she is probably, speculations, she's probably releasing like skincare to, again, so she does not compete with other beauty brands. And of course, listen, I do think this is also a kind of good idea, because a ton of us may be struggling with the right like skincare for their makeup routines, and sometimes skincare, and all the time skincare, is a major step, and the basic, your makeup is like looking good or looking horrendous. So if your makeup is always looking horrendous, maybe it's your skincare routine or products that did not like your makeup, or other way around. So I did not think this is a bad idea. Will I purchase any of these? Nope. I don't think this will come close to Europe in any shape, way, or form. Also, for me personally, these products are, if I'm not mistaken, around $22 the cheapest, and I think like almost 40 for the like most expensive. And listen, I'm an avid avoider of skincare in my daily routine because I always forget, or I'm too lazy to do it. It's nothing to do with the skincare itself. So for me personally, I know I won't use these properly. So for me, this is a skip, just because of the reasons I just gave you. Products by NYX Cosmetics. These ones are the new sparkling Epic Ink waterproof liquid eyeliners, and there are also 3 new eyeshadow like colors for the matte design, but again there is also like some sparkling ones. I do have to say I do need a new one, so I'm probably picking up one. Maybe not the glitter one. Listen, I feel like I would be interested in a white or like sparkly one. I do like these a lot for like my inner corner, or like to brighten up my eyes. That's something I totally love, and that is something I would pick up if they would be sparkling. I do like that. But the others, I'm not using eyeliners so often that I do care, to be honest, if they are sparkling or not. And yes, maybe I would pick up maybe the bright blue, but on the other hand, how often do I use a bright blue? So for me, this is a skip because of personal preference, not because of the product itself. If they release though a white sparkle or a champagne sparkle, something like this, I'm probably in it. Ugh. Of course I purchased these. These ones are the Sheglam's, I'm not even sure, these are the Hydra Jelly Pocket Lip Jams. Listen, names. These ones reminded me a ton of the Basic lip jelly thingies, pots. I did show you them in like a previous. They look like puddings, and then they have an applicator in the packaging, and these ones have as well. They have several colors. I do think these are really, really cute, and yes, I did purchase 2, so there will be a reel or something like this in that as well. So I do think these are super damn cute. I will definitely again try these because I did purchase these and probably will come next week. Listen, I do love a good like moisturizing lip gloss, and also in these ones with the Basic as well, there is an applicator in the packaging, which I absolutely love. I have that in mind. As you can tell, there are different colors. There's a purple, translucent, pink, and peach. I purchased 2 peachy kind of shades because that's exactly who I am. So but yeah, again, the applicator that you see in the picture, that is in the packaging included, so you can just like pull it or something like this from the packaging, and that is it. I do enjoy that. Again, will come to me in a bit. I'm not sure if this is the best naming of a product I've ever seen, or if it's not. I'm just saying. This one is by LH Cosmetics, and this one is a boring nude palette. And yes, that is the name. It's not just my opinion. No. It's a boring nude palette. This palette is called Boring Nude Palette. I love it. I'm just telling you, I love it. Listen, this is one of her 9 pans, and to be honest, it is a boring nude palette, but I feel like it's a good boring nude palette, if you will. I think 7 out of 9 shades are matte, which I do love. We do have a good selection of more lighter tones as well as like 2 deeper tones and then a ton of mediums, so you can go in several directions, like more warm tone, more cool tone. I do enjoy that. We do have 2 shimmers, gold as well as a brown. Again, basic things. I do have to say I do enjoy it. Will I purchase that? No. No, I won't. Like, I do have tons of boring nude palettes, so no, I won't buy that. But I think in general, if you are in the search of a boring nude palette that you like, this could be for you. I don't hate it. But sometimes, I do have to say, sometimes the system is like beating me. Again, I do love the name though. Do love the name. By the way, this is 100% vegan and cruelty free. Again, I have to say, I don't hate it. There seem to be 2 cake liners as well in here. And again, this is multi-use, so you can, of course, use this as bronzers if you have a small brush. Or as highlighters, if you use the lightest shade or the gold, depending on your skin tone. Listen, I think this is a good palette. Again, I do enjoy like a 9 pen at least for these kinds of products. Will I purchase this? No. Again, I do have other boring nude palettes, and to be honest, at the moment, I'm thinking about the Makeup by Mario neutral palette, and I'm not sure why. Listen, this product seemed to be quite nicely pursued. This is Wet n Wild. This is the Clingy Serum Primer. We do have 5% niacinamide as well as 8% glycerin, which is amazing to like stick products on your face. This can be, of course, used in several ways. I heard great things about that. If that is coming to Germany, I will pick that up. I do like a good gripping primer, just saying, and my skin do, in fact, likes niacinamide. So this is a yes for me. I'm so confused about this one. This is MAC's new not sticky lip gloss. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, it's 11 shades. It's coming soon. And I'm like, shouldn't be that like the bare minimum? What do you think? Shouldn't a non-sticky lip gloss be the bare minimum? Listen, I owned exactly 1 lip gloss, and I think that is several years, I think at least 7 or 8 years like prior, and that one was quite good and not sticky, so I'm a little bit confused. What do you think? Write down in the comments. Okay, listen, I am excited about this one. This is the new Ensley Rain Glow Palette, and to be honest, I am excited. I do wear Ensley Rain today, so I am on a kick when it comes to Ensley Rain. I do enjoy that, so yeah, I'm excited about that. This, first of all, listen, the artwork is gorgeous. I like this one as well for like the artwork for the Light of My Eyes. Is it that? What I'm wearing today. The artwork is phenomenal, and this one is as well. I'm so in love. I am so excited to see the inner parts of the palette. So it's a yes for me, depending of course of the inner part, but if that is like this beautiful, I'm all in. I'm not 100% sure what Huda is bringing us. This is the ad, and I did saw some ads where it seemed to be it is setting powders, but in a bottle. I'm not sure about that. I do need to try it again. Maybe it's a setting spray, but I feel like it's not. I'm not 100% sure what to think about this. It could be, again, like it's setting powder in a bottle. It could be setting spray, like maybe a matte setting spray. I'm not sure. It could be just another powder or a different powder, maybe a hydrating powder. I mean, her baking powders are quite matte. So I'm not 100% sure. What do you think? What is it? Write it down. Listen, if you do think something different or the same, write down in the comments. I do want to hear from you. I'm not sure what Anastasia was thinking, but maybe she was like, listen, who cares? She is releasing contour sticks. Again. Who remembers the time where she did already release contour sticks? Just me? Maybe? These ones are the Smooth Blur Cream Contour Sticks. We do have 4 colors. And these are ultra lightweight, creamy formula, dewy skin finish. Listen, I'm not sure if 4 colors is enough. Just saying. I do think though the lightest color would work on me. On the other hand, I think maybe the lightest color is a little bit too bold. I'm just saying. I'm not sure. Will I try these? I'm not sure as well. What do you think? Should I? I'm a little bit torn. Contour sticks, not my favorite product, to be honest, but maybe I'm wrong. Just tell me. Do you want to see like if that is a good contour, or is it this more of a bronzer on my pearl girls? Are we back in the 80s? I just have to ask. This one is the new packaging and product by Urban Decay, and these ones are Glazed liquid eyeshadows. These are the 24/7 Glaze-On shadows, and I absolutely hate the packaging. I do think this is ugly as it is. I'm sorry for that. We do have 5 shades that you can see. Listen, I do think this packaging is ugly, and I'm not mad about that. Like, that I saying that, not that, listen, I wouldn't buy that. This could be a real, listen, there seem to be at least 2 or 3 duochrome E shades, depending, you know. The swatches are not really swatching, if you know what I mean. These ones are, again, packaging wise, a little bit like throwback, I would say, to the primer potion or anything in like years and years ago. I don't enjoy the packaging. I feel like this is kind of, again, won't say that again. Yeah, it's a skip for me. Also, though, I have to say I'm not the biggest one with like cream eyeshadows, and so for me this is also personal preference. So for me this is a skip. Listen, this could be a yes, depending. This is the new Copper palette by Clarity Cosmetics, as you may know, or not, depending. I did purchase the original Copper palette, and I do absolutely love the color story, but, and now there's the big but, I did not enjoy the formula. We had 4 shades, 6 shades, 6 shades, and sorry for that, we have 6 shades. The pans were huge, but, and that was the big problem, the shadows were so densely pressed that I did have some problems with it. So I'm a little bit excited about the new palette, and if it is the same, just like listen, I'm hoping, and that is the main thing, I'm hoping that they maybe include more shadows, maybe also lighter shadows. It was like a more teal kind of a way with a deep blue as well as like a green, which I absolutely love. I love the combination of like the deep blue and then that green color that they had in the original one. And again, if the formula were better, I would have loved this. And I'm hoping that they include maybe lighter shades as well, maybe a little bit of brightness. I mean, that would be kind of cute, just saying. And also, again, smaller pans, so the formula is a little bit better to work with. You know what I mean? If that is the case, I would purchase that. Because again, I liked the color story of the original Copper palette. Just did not enjoy the formula as much. And again, I'm feeling that this was because of the big size of the pens. So they had to press it a little bit firmer so that you could ship it to people. Of course, you know what I mean? So I'm excited about this one. What do you think? Would you purchase a reloaded Copper palette? Write it down. Listen, this is a maybe. Matcha is releasing the face palettes, the curved cases, just in a pressed version. I do own the lighter than light palette, if I'm not mistaken, so the really lightest shade, and I do have to say the contour shades in this is really, really great. I did not enjoy, or not enjoy as much the like powder, the blushes, because I felt like these were really, really, of course, light. Again, it is for really, really light people, but I feel like this one could be really cute, you know what I mean? So I am excited. I am depending. I do think it depends on the actual colors, to be honest. I feel like this is the same, just in a pressed version, to be honest. That could be cute, but also could be not, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure. Maybe I also can get the light version, so the one that is deeper, because those like contour shades were more of bronzing shades. So if I have both, you know what I mean? I'm not sure about this. What do you think? This one is celebrated by a few people and by others it's not. This is Pat McGrath's Mothership 12. This is Petal Morphosis. Listen. Well, as you can tell, there are two different palettes, which they are the same, just a little bit different packaging. And I had to like skim the comments to find out why. One of this is like limited edition packaging, the other is not. Listen, it's too little. It is too little. I do have to say it's not enough for me to go in there. I feel like this is similar to indie brands, similar to some indie releases. I heard a ton of What's Up Beauty, like the Dragon palette. I'm totally not up to date with that. And this is $128, and I do have to say I see that this is not enough. First of all, the packaging design is giving me headaches because of, again, the different limited edition vibes. I feel like this is... It's not a bad palette. I don't, though, enjoy the color scheme in general. This is more mauves with greens. And yes, nice and all, but I do have to say it's like 2 matte shades and the rest are like shimmers, holographic, special shades. So I'm like, nah, I'm not, nah. To be honest, nah. I don't hate it, but it's also nothing I would purchase for that price tag. To be honest, I can have another indie brand for cheaper with probably better quality. I'm just saying. So for me, this is a skip. Kiko is surprising me. They released I was long overdue. They released a Skin Lover Face Routine collection, and as you can tell, there is just that these are not all the colors, I'm just saying to you, but there seem to be like different shimmer blushes. These are the plush blushes. There seem to be also like some liquid blushes as well in more, I would say, lighter colors. None of these are suitable for deeper skin tone, at least not in my opinion. Like these are more mid-tones, so I can wear them like maybe 10 if like a highlight is also good. We do have concealer shades in, I think, 12 shades. We do have like the Serum foundation in several shades, 21 if I'm not, if I'm counting correctly, it's 21. And then we do also have like powders, which I'm not 100% sure if these are powder foundations or just powders, in 16 shades if I'm not counting wrong. So I'm not hating this. I feel like this is something Kiko should have done before. I'm just saying, because I always feel like if they release like a limited edition, it's always like 2 different foundations, maybe 3, and that's it. And I'm like sitting here, I'm like, that's not even working for me. You know what I mean? So I do enjoy that. The packaging is quite basic, if you will. Not hating this. I'm not sure if any of deeper skin tone could wear these, because for me, I think that would work. But on the other hand, I'm pale AF, so I'm out of that range. So what do you think? Is this long overdue, or is this something that should be like standard in every makeup brand? We do have 2 different products by Beauty Moon Cosmetics, and 2 different palettes, just saying. Technically they're the same, but not the same, you know what I mean? These are the Mantra palettes, and one of them is the color story reveal is the Spiritual Intuition and Communication palette. This one is this one, which we have like blue tones, greens, as well as pinky peach tones, which kind of cool. To be honest, not my fave. And then we do have the Love, Power, Sexuality, as well as Survival palette, and this one is more of a warm tone palette with yellow, red, and green. Also not my color story. So again, 2 different Mantra palettes. I do have to say it's not bad, but it's also nothing I would like grab. So for me, this is a skip. Listen, this is looking interesting, even though it's, I would say it's a boring ass palette. I wouldn't. This is the Shall We Makeup palette, and this is the Misty Spirit All Matte palette. We have 8 matte wet powdery shades and 2 metallic mattes. It's $29, which I think is quite affordable. And I'm not 100% sure if this is really matte. I feel like 2 of them are liquid or cream, if I'm not mistaken. As you can tell, the ones that are like ditched into. I do enjoy these palettes though. Not sure though. These ones are more grungy. I'm not grungy. I'm more of a colorful clown. Like listen, if I would categorize myself, I'm not a grungy queen. I know a ton of TikTokers that love the, like another Hannah, for example, that love cool tones, that love grays, that like drive on that color story. She's not the only one that does, and I absolutely love these girls because they look stunning in these colors. I wouldn't. I'm more of a warmer tone. I think like grays, cool tones, not my best style. And for me personally, I'm more of a like bright, colorful girl. You know what I mean? So I do enjoy these palettes. I think they are beautiful. Will I use them though? No. Because again, like I love the blue like down there with the yellow. That is so pretty. But then there's a ton of grays which I'm probably not using. So for me, this is a skip because of personal preference and because of my skin color. So for me, that is a skip. But if you love these colors, this could be gorgeous on you. We talked about Celine Beauty, and this one is the newest release from them. This is the Le Rouge lipstick collection, and we do have a comfortable creamy formula with, of course, a ton of good skincare. This is $75 per lipstick. You heard that right. And then we do have like 48 refills. So if you like love a good red and you go through it, you can purchase it again for $48. I love that. We have 15 shades. The deepest is a dark purple, not a black. I do have to say, this is, I think it's a good collection. Don't get me wrong. I think if you love reds, and I feel like Celine is known for reds on the runway, I think that could be gorgeous. Is this something for me? No. Am I cheap? Yes. Would I purchase a red lipstick for $75? No. It doesn't matter that it's a Celine. I could buy like 2 or 3 different purses for that. Yes, I'm cheap with my purses because I do, and I will like run them to the ground in 1 year top. So for me, because I'm a person of habit and I'm a person of like nudes. I do love the red, don't get me wrong, but I do have a good drugstore red. So for me, this is a skip just because of that. This one is cute though. It's Adept Cosmetics, and this is the Emo Adept, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just Emo or Emo Adept, but you can get the gist. It's this beautiful palette. It's gorgeous. I love it. This is more of a spring kind of a color scheme, and I do enjoy it. As per usual, I feel like there are probably around 5 to 6 matte shades. Am I wrong with that? Just saying. I'm not sure if that is. But normally it's around 5 to 6 matte shades, and then the rest of them are all shimmers, duochromes, multi-use. You know the drill. I do think these colors are gorgeous. There is a pastel purple, a pastel pink, a May green. I would say a pastel May green. I do love these colors. 2, 3, maybe 6 matte shades. There's a deep brown as well as a deep blue storm, love that color, and then a black, and then we do again have a ton of shimmers, duochromes, all the good things. Listen, this is gorgeous. I'm not sure. I did not try Adept Cosmetics yet. Which one would you like refer me to? Which of the palettes? And would you love to see this on my channel as well? Write it down in the comments. Listen, some news from Colourpop. We didn't hear a ton from Colourpop, I feel like, in the last, I don't even know, like that's a few months, isn't it? Like, it's such a difference. Like, remember the time where every single week Colourpop was releasing stuff? Listen, sometimes I miss that. I have to say that. I have to say that. I mean, yes, Twilight is not that far away, like the palette. By the way, Glamlight is still not revealing the Twilight collection. I'm still waiting on that. Just saying, so I can show you. Just get sneak peeks packaging. Yes, I know Edward looked good. Jacob as well, by the way. But there seem to be at least that Colourpop and Toy Story is releasing a collaboration. There seem to be at least a lip balm in here, which is for the aliens. I love that. Yeah, we'll see about that. I hope that next week we see a full reveal if it's just a lip balm, which I doubt that. I think at least there will be probably like a palette. I mean, I would be excited. Like Toy Story has really great like colorful shades. So I'm hoping that will be reflected in the Colourpop release. I'm hoping. We'll see. I'm excited. And the last release for this week is by Cryptine Cosmetics. I'm hoping I'm right. Listen, sometimes I'm really not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But there seem to be 2 new eyeshadow palettes, and I think like I saw a big one, but I'm not sure, to be honest. These ones are the Secret Garden collections. We do have the Secret Garden 1 and 2 palettes. Both of them are oh yeah, they're different. So the Secret Garden 1 is $59. We have 6 mattes, 4 multi-chromes and 2 duochromes. And then the Secret Garden 2 is a little bit more expensive by $2. So it's $61. And it has 6 mattes and 6 multi-chromes. So we do get 2 more multi-chromes, which I think for $2 more, it's not that bad, just saying. So we do have a more warmer tone one, which I'm not sure which one is which one, like which is the 1 and which is the 2. I'm just guessing here, but both of these color stories look cute. Would I purchase these though? I'm not sure. One is a little bit more warm tone with yellows and reds and greens, and then the other one is cool tone with purple, pinks and greens and mints. Listen, I'm not sure. I do think both of them look good. I feel like if I wanted to, I could purchase both, and I feel like that would be cute color story itself. I'm not sure. What do you think? How is the formula by Cryptine Cosmetics? I'm not sure. I never tried that, so I'm a little bit curious about that. What do you think? Did you try from the brand? What can you tell me about their formula? Write it down in the comments, please. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. I upload 3 times a week. And if you want to see any of these products on my channel and I did my review and looks with it, then write it down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, what of these products are you excited about? Which ones would you love to try and which ones you're like, nah, girl, that's not good? Write it down in the comments. I would really appreciate if you interact with this video. Subscribe again. Heart this video and yeah, it will really help me out. I wish you a beautiful week and we see us in my next video. So bye guys.